What's going on, you guys? Slim here, back with a new video today. And today, you guys, we're here to profile the deck I've been playing recently. I made a post on my YouTube account, you guys already know, in the community tab, and actually had fun at locals and actually ended up winning, which is something I don't do because I don't go to locals a lot and I haven't been playing a lot. But I found a deck I really like, so wanted to showcase it for you guys. It's probably something you weren't expecting, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. You guys will know what to do. Smash that like button, comment down below what you think of the deck, and any suggestions are always welcome. Before I start, I gotta give a shout out, of course, to my locals, Top Choice Gaming in Redlands, California. Kron and Dio, you guys are literally the goats. I would not be playing this game if it wasn't for them. If you guys are ever in the area, come check us out. We literally have locals on Thursdays at 7 p.m. in downtown Redlands. You'll really like the area. You'll really like the vibe. Definitely come out. Come hang out with me. Store is amazing. Supply is amazing. You'll definitely enjoy it if you come through. So definitely come check us out. Again, I just got to give them all the love and support, because if it wasn't for them, I'd be honest, I probably wouldn't be playing. And wouldn't be playing at the level I'm able to play at because of them. So yeah, had to give them some love before we get into it. But those of you that know, I've actually not been playing a lot. For YCS Orlando, I came back and played... I played Tenpai Striker. Shout out to all my Tenpai players. Deck was super fun. The game plan was linear, break the board, OTKM. Very simple for me to return back into the game because I hadn't really been playing serious since my wedding had happened and everything. I got married, and now I have more time on my hands. I wanted to get back into the game and I wanted to play something a little more meta. I didn't pick up Yugioh cards yet. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. I felt like everyone was playing Yugioh, everyone was playing Malice. I wanted to play something different. I've always kind of been that way. I really don't like to play really like the meta deck. But the deck that caught my eye was MITSURUGI. So pure MITSURUGI was I'm profiling today. Far from perfect. Had some success at locals. I took it to the Las Vegas Regional this past weekend. I went X2. I wasn't really happy with that. I really wish I went X1. It is what it is. The deck definitely performed. There were some flaws in a couple things. There's some things I'd change, but I really do enjoy it. Before I get into it, though, last shout out, of course, to my boy, Professor Knuff. You already know. Love you, Tyler. You're the best. Literally, a group of guys have been helping me to play test when I have time and get better, so really do appreciate that. But I'll show you guys what I played. Stuff is pretty standard, and you'll see the differences with Pure compared to like the Mitsu Raizo version. So 3 Habakiri, 1 Murakumo, 1 Futso. Those are the rituals. Only thing I'll say here, there's only 1 Murakumo. I was playing 2 when I began. Basically, they kind of called it my training wheels as I was learning the deck. If you learn to play the deck correctly, you can get away with 1. You really don't want to bog your deck down with bricks. There's plenty of bricks in it, unfortunately. So having just the 1 copy, like obviously you don't really want to open it. You want to summon it from the deck. If you do open it, it's fine. You can just do other lines to get it out first. But usually you want to start with Haba, summon Haba, and then literally just go from there. But at 1, I think it's perfectly fine. Again, if you learn how to play correctly, if you play the lines correctly, and then even if it does get banished, you can get it back with Kusanagi, and there are ways to play even without it. But obviously, it not getting banished is insane, so being able to play around that is great. And then 1 Futso because it's pure. So pure, you're playing Futso. This is the main card of your end board. It's an absolute house. Literally 3,400 defense. Every time they special summon, you bring back a guy. You just protect forever. It's crazy. The end boards are very simple in this deck. That's why I like it. They're very linear, so you can do a lot of cool things. And honestly, just having a board of like Futso and IP with your back row just does so much because you have so much layered interruption, especially if your opponent doesn't really know. And a lot of people don't know like what the game plan is of pure Mitsu, because a lot of times you probably don't even know what the game plan is with it. Like you're just trying to survive and just get them on the clap back, so it's pretty strong. The supporters, of course, 1 Saji, 1 Kusanagi, and only 2 copies of Aramasa. You could do 3. I've definitely seen some lists that have played 3. It's all redundancy at this point. I like 2. I felt that it was the perfect number. I might test 3 in the future. You just really want to get to Habakiri. That's kind of the name of the game. With it, the card is crazy. Habakiri is totally custom. Drawing these guys sucks ass. I had a game at the Vegas Regional. Shout out to my boy. He almost topped. I really wanted him to top. He was playing a Regenesis, super cool opponent. Both game 1 and game 2, I just summoned Saji, and that was my only play. It was so bad. It got stopped, and I just cried. So yeah, it was pretty much it. That sucks. Drawing them sucks, but that's the name of the game. Sometimes you do draw them. And then my favorite card actually in the deck is Wosu. This card is absolutely crazy. I won so many games with this. This is like a game stealer that just shouldn't be a game stealer. The beauty of Pure is you can play this. You cannot afford to play this in the Raizo version, but you can play this in Pure. Being able to just tribute off one of your opponent's monsters, tribute off one of your guys from hand or field, and then get the search and the special depending on if it was summoned successfully. And clearing a body is crazy. I cleared a detonator. I cleared just things that get in my way with this. It's a 2000 body. One thing you need to take into account, because I missed it myself on round 1, but luckily I was able to repair the game state. This does lock you into reptiles, so definitely remember that if you summon this, you are locked into reptiles. Your extra deck is kind of irrelevant, but sometimes it is in very niche situations, so make sure that you're playing the appropriate extra deck cards for this, which I'll talk about when we get to that. But Wosu is insane. People are calling this card Winsu, and I know why. This card literally wins you games that you have no business winning, so beauty of playing pure, you get to play the kaiju. Best card in the deck. Why the hell are you common? 2 ritual and 1 mirror. Basically same thing as 3 ritual. You get to play mirror in the pure version, which I like. You only need 2 ritual. It literally is just, again, redundant. You get to it. You can hard open it sometimes, but you rather get it off Saji for the regular combo. But 2 was fine. I never felt I needed 3rd. I really just wasn't trying to open it all the time. Prayers is the best card in the deck. I want to open this card every single game. I'm not happy with my deck count. It is 44, but it's because we are playing bricks and stuff. But I do absolutely think this is the best card. This card better have an OTS super at the minimum next pack, because this card is ridiculous. You play around Droll with this card, which is usually like a silver bullet for this deck, but you'll learn the more you play it, you can actually play around Droll. And Mirror is insane. Mirror is absolutely insane. Dodges all the Charmies. That's another reason I played this deck. I'm not really worried about the Charmies. None of them really do anything. They might get 1 draw, maybe 2 draws max, and a lot of times that doesn't even matter. Like, you can just set up a board that they can't break, and even if they try to play into it, you're playing on their turn as well. So Mirror is absolutely insane, especially being able to ritual from the grave, and then its ability to help you chain block to get this back into the deck and save your guys, you know, with their search effects, and then respecialing from the grave is crazy. So Mirror is an insane card, one of the best commons to come out of this set for Alan. And then I am actually playing the Magatama and the Trap. I shouldn't have to explain the Trap. This is pure. This is just another layer of interaction. Yes, it's technically a brick if you can't set up, but in pure Mitsu, if you're not setting up, it sucks. And one good little thing to know is because you're playing pure, you can actually use the Trap with Wosu because it is a level 8. So just remember that this has a little more synergy than it would in the Rizal version. And then this card, this was the last edition. We wanted to test this just to see, is this card warranted? I know the guy who got 3rd at Providence played this card. I like this card for the spot removal. I didn't really use it for the ritual effect, but you can, I guess, technically ritual on your opponent's turn with this, which is cool, especially if you get stopped and you don't want to give them any Charmies. This lets you do a play on their turn so that the Charmies are just dead and they just don't draw a card, it's just waste cards, so that's very valuable. And then this being able to just tribute and then pop a card is great. I use this to out cards I had no business beating, so I'm still going to test it to see if it should stay in the deck. And then another reason to play pure. These 6 cards right here are crazy. You're playing Pot of Greed and you're playing literally just like full combo. Like pre-prep is crazy, extra Ave is crazy, your extra deck again is irrelevant. Pre-prep is just ridiculous. Like, being able to get to Haba and Mirror is nuts because Mirror lists all their names. You're able to search it. That's why pre-prep is crazy. Again, an advantage of playing pure. Yes, if you get drawed on these, it sucks. If you didn't, if your draws are not great off extra Ave, or if the pre-prep didn't get you there. Drawing pre-prep with Mirror is terrible, but we take those. It's like back in the day playing the 3 Brilliant Fusion with the Garnet. There's no way in hell I'm playing a second Mirror, so 3 pre-prep and Mirror it is. When you just open pre-prep, no Mirror, it feels insane. When you resolve both of these, you feel unstoppable. Insane. Just like the best reason to play pure. Those cards are just absolute bomb cards. They're crazy. And then of course you got to play call by and the cross out. We put the cross out in as well. A Droll can be a silver bullet, especially if you don't open prayers to start in draw phase. This is actually really good though. I was using this more so to cross out Ash because Ash on Saji hurts a lot. Like, you should really be ashing the Saji. People were ashing the Habakiri and I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'd rather, like, if I get the Saji and the Saji doesn't even get into rotation, that really hurts. So both of these were really good. Just being able to stop something that gets in your way. These are never really for the Charmies. These are for Ash in specific places, and also for, you can also use it in the mirror match. It'll come up randomly. And then the beauty of playing pure too, you got a bunch of non-engine room. So we're playing only 4 Charmies, kind of the same philosophy that Charlie was using with the Mitsurugi Rizal deck he used to win. A lot of times, like, this deck wants to go first. So I went from playing a Tenpai deck that wanted to go second to now I'm playing first. I don't want to draw a lot of Charmies going first. I don't want to draw any, to be honest. I literally just want to just do my simple pure Mitsu combo and just pass to my opponent. Yeah, I want these going second, but honestly, these don't really do anything. We put 1 Perulia in here, as I was originally just playing Fua, and then we put in 1 Perulia for the siding patterns because we side the other 2, just to have all of them in the matches you need them against. 4 was fine. I think that, honestly, you could even put this in the side and then just just play 3 Fua because you obviously need something going second. You can't just let your opponent just go off. So these were fine. I think Charmies are really good this format. They're just not really good into this deck, so that's the reason why I picked up this deck. I like this deck, so makes sense. This card is like kind of 50-50. It's kind of weird. Joel is really good, like, don't get me wrong. But in this deck, it feels weird because on our opponent's turn, even if we droll them, like say we didn't, say we set up our board and say we droll them, it cuts us off from our searches and our resummoning, and I kind of don't like that, so I'm actually 50-50 on putting this in the side deck. It definitely needs to be somewhere in your deck, but I need to do some more testing because when I do droll my opponent, if they're still able to play and I'm locked out of my resummoning and searching, I've actually hindered myself instead of helped myself. So not really 100% sure on this, but I know droll has to be in your deck somewhere. Ash is standard. It's good for, just ashing other things. Like, I'm not really trying to ash any of the Charmies because, again, none of them are going to get, like, a bunch of draws off of it. So this is just for certain interactions. I feel like you just have to have it, though, in your deck. It's ash. It's always going to be good. And then we're only playing 2 Nib because we do play the Gallant Granite. This is so you have something to draw into with your Charmies. I just didn't want 3. I didn't feel 3 was necessary. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. It drops, it does stuff, but a lot of players can play around it and can play through it. It is good, though, in those rogue matches, too. So a lot of times Nib will come up, and I'm fine with it. 2 is fine. And then still playing 3 Imperm, and then again, number 1 reason to play the deck is you get to play Impulse. Like, let's call it what it is. Impulse is like the best hand trap right now. This card is absolutely nuts. You get to play it in Pure, you get to play it in Malice. This card is like a silver bullet. You use all your interactions, and then you have this on top, and that just solidifies the game. I'm still playing Imperm because of rogue matches, again, for like regionals and stuff like that, and also because I do like Imperm. A lot of times, like, if the opponent starts slow and you can telegraph their hand is not that good, a single Imperm can end their turn, and that's really all you need, especially going second. Plus, this is just another interruption when I go first because my end board will be like a Futso, an IP, a trap, the prayers set, possibly the Magatama set, this in hand. Like, you just have a lot of layered interaction. That's what I'm trying to do with the deck. So yeah, that is the deck. It's 44 cards. I kind of want to get it down to 42. I don't think this deck should be 40. I've heard people argue that it should be 40, yeah, for consistency, but there are some bricks in here you just don't want to draw. And even at 44, I would sometimes draw the bricks, and it's just like, you're trying to balance it out and figure it out. So that's why we're still in the drawing board in the early stages with the deck. We'll eventually figure it out, but it's definitely something to keep in mind that you definitely do not want to, you really want to make sure that you're lowering the amount of bricks that you see in this deck, and some cards probably do need to be cut, so I'll still be working on it going forward. Extra deck real quick, it's kind of irrelevant, but the only cards that matter are these, IP and Dynamundo. This is your end board going first. This is your card you make on your opponent's turn, just literally with IP and a ritual. Bring this out, spin a card, spin a ritual back to your deck for recycling purposes, tribute this off. You can Raigeki them on their turn. This card is crazy. So both of these are really important. You're playing X-Draft. You lose them, and then you just play with your rituals. SP and Dark is the last 2 links. They're both really good. I had 2 SP in here before, but I wanted more versatility in my extra deck just for it might come up situations. So got that, and then Dark, of course, because you can just reborn stuff in the mirror match, and just there's Dark monsters everywhere. Card's good. The rest are just XYZs that do come up. Dugares, you've got your Baguska. This is still really good. I think having this on your end board when you just don't have a lot is good. It buys you turns. Exiton, sometimes the opponent is sloppy and you can literally just deploy this and literally just win the game right there. Pretty crazy. Just wanted to have it. I didn't have it before when I was testing and I missed it multiple times. It's rare that you'll get 2 level 4s in this specific deck, but sometimes it does happen. Like I said, sometimes the turn will get back to you. You'll normal summon a Charmy and that's your 2 4s. So it can come up. Gallant Granite, like I said, searches Nib. Sometimes you search Nib and then you still make IP, so that's what you try to do with that. Tornado, I just wanted the versatility against Blue Eyes. There's still a lot of Blue Eyes players. I played them not only at locals but at regionals, so Tornado's good. Trying to just get that True Light off the board. This is my favorite one to make if it would just come up. This card is crazy. Literally just make this on the end board with a Murakumo or whatever, or a Futso, and you just feel insane. Being able to just book their guys is crazy. So yeah, I mean, you play Dark Monsters, so you might as well just try to play it. Again, it's a might come up situation. This never comes up. Everything has to be going wrong for this to come up, and when it is, you're so far behind. I guess if this resolves, it gets you Habakiri. Unfortunately, it has to still stay in the extra deck. I tried to argue that you don't need this because it's redundant, but then you're going to draw those hands where you have absolutely nothing going, and if you get the 2 4s to stick, you can make this and get to try to play. So it's still in there, but jury's still out on that one in my opinion. This card's crazy. If it comes up, if your ritual gets stopped, being able to just turn the 2 4s, again, if you have the 2 4s, you make this and then get to ritual anyway is nuts. Get get the nib token off the board if that happens, get the nib off the board. Like, this card's pretty good. And then Typhon. Some people play 2. You can play 2 if you want. Like, literally, this is just if it comes up. It never came up for me, but I was glad it was in the extra deck if it wasn't banished. The 2 cards I wanted to talk about, though, before we end today were these 2. Shout out to my boy Alex for handing me these, because I literally just could not find these. Believe it or not, these were really hard to find. The reason for these is, like I said, you get locked into reptiles with Wosu, and you want to be able to clear your board. So being able to make a Haggard Lizardos is fine, and then also being able to make this. This thing's interesting. These are just versatility cards that might come up, so it's completely up to you if there's something you want to put in your extra deck. Again, this extra deck is whatever you want it to be. It can be 15 one-ofs if you really don't care. You don't even have to end on IP. You can just end on the rituals and pass. A lot of times I was doing that. You don't want to give them, they drop a Fua. You don't want to give them any reason to draw a card. So a lot of times I was just ending on rituals and they drew nothing. So it's pretty good. But that is the profile, you guys. It is still early in the works. I really like it, though. It's definitely got me excited to play this format. I don't think this format is that bad. I say that in almost every format. I always find a reason to keep playing, and I think you should too. Definitely try Pure Mitsu out. I think a lot of players are trying to do their best. We're still trying to figure it out. It's had some success like in Europe and other areas. I just wanted to see it have more success here. It got 3rd at the YCS. I'm excited to see what it'll do going forward at other events. And it's just definitely something that we'll keep trying to perfect. But hopefully you guys enjoyed something a little different. Call it meta if you want. I don't know. I don't even know what tier this deck is, but I'll tell you one thing, it is fun as hell. And when you like Wosu a person in OTK, you feel insane. So it's nuts. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, come check us out on Thursday night, 7 p.m. I'll have the address in the description of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.